everyone, welcome to the Wild Garden Farms kitchen. Today we are working with lavender. Now, a lot of times we associate lavender with soaps, with beauty products, cleaning products, and it can take a little bit of getting used to take lavender internally, but let me tell you why it is so worth it. My top 3 benefits of lavender. It is fantastic for the skin, and we're gonna do that in another recipe coming this month. It is antiseptic, so really antifungal, antibacterial, antiviral. It was part of the 4 Thieves blend, protecting the thieves from the Black Plague who went to rob the graves. That's a really famous blend if you know it, Thieves. And it's in a lot of old immune recipes, along with like thyme and oregano and rosemary. So it's a go-to for the immune system, keeping everything clean. And then maybe the most well-known benefit of lavender is calming. So it is incredibly calming. It helps you to kind of ground down. It dissolves tension in the body. So you know when you're anxious and you get that tightness here or that knot in your gut, lavender can come in and help to dissolve it and to relax your muscles and release that tension. So we are making today a lavender glycerite that can be taken internally to help bring in calm, soothe your nervous system, activate your parasympathetic system. It helps kind of calm everything down if you need to get to sleep, get some rest, and it is really fantastic for when you're like right on the verge of maybe a little panic. It can help to stop the panic. Obviously, you have to do your own work, but this herb is a wonderful ally for those super stressed out moments and the moments of overwhelm and, oh my goodness, I don't think I can handle this. This is a very simple preparation. It involves lavender and glycerin and either alcohol or water. So let's get going. Alrighty, so we are gonna take a jar. Now you can take a quart jar. I just have a pint jar. To me, lavender is really strong. All it takes is a couple drops of this glycerin for me to begin to feel the effects. So I'm gonna make a pint. So you're gonna take dried lavender. If you have fresh, by all means use it. If you have fresh, I would fill up the jar about 3/4 of the way. This we're gonna fill up about half of the way with dried. Delicious dried lavender. Then we're gonna add the glycerin. So this is essentially plant fat, and it does a great job at extracting medicinal components from the plants, and it is very sweet, so kiddos love it, especially if you don't really want to use alcohol with your kids. If people aren't doing alcohol at all, this is what I make. This is what I make. I make a glycerite from glycerin. I prefer coconut-derived glycerin, but you just want to make sure wherever you get it, it's non-GMO. I don't use soy-derived glycerin. Again, I prefer coconut. I will use palm if it's organic, if it is fair trade, and if the farming practices are done in a way that it is sustainable. So you want to fill this about 3/4 of the way with glycerin. So I'm going to fill it up to the top, and then it's gonna settle a bit. I have a chopstick, and I'm just gonna move around this lavender. I'm already relaxing, just smelling this deliciousness. It really does help to create space, whether it's space in your body, space in your nervous system. I found lavender almost always invites us to take a really deep breath, create space in our bodies. Okay, so that's about 2/3 with lavender. And then you can come in and you can use water if you really want to stay away from alcohol. I like using alcohol because I like that it extracts different properties from the plants than the glycerin. So this is vodka. It is 50% alcohol, 50% water, 100 proof. So we are getting in here not only water extraction, we're getting glycerin extraction, and then we're getting alcohol extraction. So just give it one last stir, and that is it. Put a lid on, shake it well, put a label on it, with lavender glycerite and the date or the finish date. So this is gonna go about, you can do 4 weeks. I like 6 weeks. Sometimes I'll leave my stuff even longer just so it's super strong. And here you have it, lavender glycerite. So I'll be back in a second with a glycerite that I've made that has been sitting and macerating for 6 weeks already, and I'll show you how to strain it. So this is a glycerite. Look at how dark and gorgeous that is. That has been sitting or macerating for about 6 weeks. We know the alcohol and the glycerin and the water have done their job and have extracted all of the medicinal benefits from the lavender. And I'm gonna take just a bowl here. I love the bowls with the little pour spouts. Get great use out of these little mesh strainers, and then a nut milk bag. So I set it up like this, and then pour the goodies through, and then give it a good squeeze. We want to get absolutely everything out that we possibly can, no waste. And then I'll just compost the rest of the lavender. Something else you can do is keep it in this bag and run a bath and stick it in the bath. That is amazing. Or you can put it in tea bags and drink those. And then we'll just pour it into the jar. Let's try it. That is strong. So here's the thing, it's sweet from the glycerin, but it definitely has that medicinal flavor and taste to it. I drank maybe too much coffee this morning, so this lavender, I can already feel it helping to just, whoo, those jitters bring me down, create space. I feel like taking a little bit of a deep breath now. I'm not gonna do too much because you know lavender, it is in all that sleepy time stuff too, but just a drop or two is enough to help you pause, to help calm your nervous system, to help bring a little bit of relief, to dissolve the tension, to stop any panic or overwhelm, or to bring you down from those spaces. So I highly recommend this. Having it around in a space that is easy to access, maybe in a couple places like your pocketbook or in the kitchen or in the bedroom. This is something that everyone will enjoy. You can put a drop or two in some orange juice for kids, but in my experience, they'll take it straight as well. You can put a drop or two in some sparkling water in the afternoon to help transition from work to home or busy to calm. This lavender glycerite really is a medicine to have in your kitchen, to have in your apothecary, because everybody I've talked to, and if your life is anything like mine right now, we need the space, we need the grounding, we need a little bit of help with the calming and a little bit of that reassurance from our plant allies that everything is going to be a-okay. So have fun. Make this delicious glycerite and let me know how you use it and how it feels in the comments below. See you soon.